my first live stream, and I don't know if anybody's actually gonna watch, but yeah. So I ended up getting a new van because I got into an accident the other day, and I need to organize this thing because I think I'm just gonna stay in this van because I kind of like it, even though I don't really like vans. But yeah, let's see. I'm not sure how this works. Okay. Cool. So let's see. I have my thing. One second. Alright, there we go. Get this set up. Probably should have done this before I started, but you know, it happens. Oh, somebody joined. How do I get to the chat? I'm not sure how this works, so bear with me. Kind of just winging it because I got home and I forgot to put my keys on my key ring. So I'm locked out till my wife gets home in like an hour or so. What just happened? Okay, there we go. Cool. Let's see if I can climb in here. I don't ever use these, but I have them because they gave them to me. Some gauges that are never used and already feel like shit. How's it going? 2 people watching. Can't really see who you are because I'm using Streamlabs and it doesn't show the chat for some reason. So give me a second. Let me see if I can pull it up on my iPad. Hey. Cool. There we go. So I guess I can see myself now on 2 screens. So I don't know what to do with these, but I'll just throw these random gauges poses on them so I can get rid of the box. Oh, that's weird. I mean, if you guys want to say anything, go ahead. I'm an open book, if you can hear me. Whoever's watching, the 2 random people. What is going on here? Right. These are not the gauges I use. These are like spares that the company gave me. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. It's like cheapy frickin'. I don't think these are Harbor Freight. That'd be generous. Like Granger brand. Now the chat works. Hey Doc, what's going on, man? How you been? Well. Anyway. Hey Mickey, what's going on, dude? How's work? Or assuming you're still at work. There we go. At least I think that's how. Oh, I think I gotta take this off. This little nut off first. Oh, it's going. I gotta organize this mess because I got into an accident, a little fender bender on Thursday it was, and they put me in this thing. Oh, there we go. And I think I might just stay in here because I kind of like the room, and my service body truck is a little cramped in there, even though I did like having the bench seat to sprawl out when I got a chance. If I put that upside down. So, and also I am locked out of my house because I forgot to put my house key. Ooh, that sucks. I forgot, but anyway, I forgot to put my house key on my key ring, and nobody's home right now, so I figured I would do this. Off today, got hit by a semi. Oh, dude, that sucks. Allergies are the worst, man. I remember, like, when COVID first started, like, I got hit by a, like March, whatever, middle of March, when all this nastiness went down. I got hit by a really bad allergy attack, and then I didn't go to work for 2 weeks because they thought it was COVID. And this was when you couldn't get, like, tests. So they just like, oh, just stay home for 2 weeks. And it's like, but they never told me that's why I had to stay home. It was just like, oh, you're staying home. So, but I was able to get unemployment because they were just approving unemployment for everybody back then. Yeah, I'm good, Doc. I just, it was kind of wet and I couldn't stop my truck fast enough. Luckily, I only hit the lady doing like 20 instead of like 70 that I was going at before I slammed on the brakes. So, but the truck I had was an F-350 service body. I couldn't turn right because the fender like smashed in, and every time I turned right, it chunked up the tires. So, oh yeah, this is a Ford Transit. This is actually like the long one too, because I've actually got like a bit of extra space over there. So it's actually like the long, I don't know how long it is, like a 10-foot back or whatever it is. But yeah, it's huge. It's nice to have the extra room. There we go. Put that there. Just got robbed at Praxair. Got him. Car AC is about the same. I mean, theoretically, they're the same. It's just you're dealing with a much bigger system. So instead of like what, like a pound or two, you got, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds depending how big your system is. Actually, I just got nitrogen today because I have a job tomorrow. I gotta go find a leak in a unit that they don't want to do. I'd rather they'd replaced it. So find a place for these for all my pipe wrenches. That is the one thing I do not like about vans, is like trying to find where stuff goes is weird, because in the service body truck you have cabinets, but in here it's just everything's just open. So this is like 100 meter, that's gonna go over there. Bunch of tape. I think I'm gonna put that over there. Transit handles like a go-kart, a very tall go-kart. Yeah, it's definitely, I had one at my last company, and that was the first Transit I had. This is the second one I've had, and I like them. I just, like, I'm really torn sometimes about whether I want to be in a truck or a van, because I just hate hearing everything rattle around. Like, I hear these, like they're not even really in there. They just stop them underneath it. So I got to get like a strap to go around them, so they don't, every bump, all I do is hear them rattle. So the refrigerant is stupid. Yeah, dude. Actually got a jug of 22 over there. I think 22 is something like $1,600 a jug, if I were to guess. I haven't bought it in a while. They don't really want us using it, but like, I think 407 is about $400 or $500. What is this one? Oh, this one's $134. That one down there is 134. And I got some other, I think I got a jug of 507, which is about $500-600 a jug. But that's for refrigeration. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Some foam. I have this foam, that might work. Oh, you know what? I had some foam, that like the liner stuff that they sell for like toolbox drawers in my other truck, and I forgot to grab it. That would have been perfect to go right here, so you don't hear them rattling around. I knew I should have grabbed it. I gotta get, well, once that truck's fixed, I'm gonna empty out the rest of my stuff. But 410, I'm not sure what 410 is going for. I want to say it's probably like $300-400 a jug here, but I'm honestly not sure, because dude, before like COVID hit and everything, it was like down to like, they were damn near giving it away at like $80-90 a jug. It was crazy. All right, let me go claw inside. Put this over there. Throw this away. That's trash. So, let's see. What do I have in here? What's this tape? I can go there. This can go with my Hotworks stuff. Where is my Hotworks stuff? Oh, I think it got buried. So, console charger. That can go somewhere. I'll stuff that here somewhere. Yeah, that, I hate that too, because like, well, for like us, if we can't find a leak, it's like, well, shit, dude. What do we do now? Like, you know, you try to pull it down as much as you can and hope for the best. I mean, I got lucky a few months ago. I had a system, or a refrigeration system at a brewery beer place, that was flat actually, and it the whole leak check. I was there all day. Pressure, I brought like 2 jugs of nitrogen up there, because it's a long walk up on the roof to get to it, and it was like, got it to like 135 psi, and it held at 135 psi for literally like 2 months, until like they approved the quote for me to come back and refill, you know, evacuate it, change out the filter dryers, and charge it up. For 2 months it held at 135-ish psi. I didn't lose a single psi, and it was, we had no idea where the refrigerant went. Looked all over that system. There's no oil stains, nothing. Just gone. So, but that was like 10 grand just to fill it up, because it took like 125 pounds of refrigerant. I got 6 jugs. I ended up using 5, and I still have one that I meant to return, but I never did, so it just sits on my van. So, hey Miguel, what's going on, man? I blew a bunch on a sniffer, and I even covered up, but nothing found. That's what I would do. The next steps, if you don't see any like oil stains on your evaporator or anything, or I'm sorry, on your condenser, I would I'd check your evaporator. That's the next place to logically check. So I'm gonna have to move the camera, because to get, because it's standing on a bunch of pack out boxes right now. This can come out. Oh yeah, I got these the other day, or the other week, some Eagle Grip. These actually go in my bag, I just forgot to put them back in there. You know, the Snap-on Eagle Grip Malco things that aren't made anymore. They had them at one of the supply houses, 38 bucks. So, cheaper than online, so couldn't beat that. I think it was like 40 with tax. So, let's see here. Let's see here. So that needs to go back in my bag, which is back there somewhere. Yellow crier. No, you don't need to use refrigerant to find a leak. Depends on how much pressure, standing pressure you have in your system already, or as it is. Like if you know, have a decent amount of pressure in there, you could just use what's in there to find it. If it's completely flat, I mean, really what we do is we just charge it up with nitrogen. And the nitrogen's usually enough. If it's a big enough leak, you'll either hear it or you'll find it with bubbles. So, and the bubbles we use, I don't know why this guy has low temp in here, but it's usually this brand, Cal Blue, which are, it's kind of like the standard new Calgon. I think the other one is Refrigeration Technologies, I think is the brand, but it's all the same. I charged my Cherokee with propane since at the time a 20-pound jug of, yeah, I think 1234YF is partially propane. I know it's flammable, at least I think I've heard that, but we don't really use, well, that's not true. So I think they have chillers that use them. But don't quote me on that because I don't really work on chillers, so. On the automotive, I use compressed air. So here's the thing with using compressed air. And the reason why generally I don't use it, and it's kind of not industry standard to use it, is compressed air usually has a lot of moisture, even with a really good dryer system, where with nitrogen it's considered dry. So you don't really have moisture in there to get into like your oil and stuff. Though I don't know how what's it called, hydroscopic, because I think in automotive you guys use PAG oil, which isn't like POE, or isn't, you know, might be the same, but like mineral oil, it's not, it doesn't attract moisture like POE does. So that's the big thing, like when you're doing a compressor change out or something, it's like, I know Liebert says it's like you have, from the time you pull the little plugs on your new compressor to the time you put it, you know, braze it up and pressurize it, they said to try not to take more than 15 minutes, because any more than that you're going to get a lot of moisture, and you can get it out with a vacuum pump, but it's going to take a while. So that's kind of the shitty thing. I mean, isn't that picky? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know. I mean, like I said, it's all the same principle, but I'm not really sure, like, how, like, the details of all that. Like, I know how 134A works, but put that right there. And we'll put impacts right on top. Impact sockets right on top. Oh, maybe. I never use this thing. I used it like once, and I was for the job I bought it for. RBRTs, sockets. Oh, perfect, that works. Sweet. Pull back, yeah. There's definitely jobs like that. I've actually been on a job the last couple weeks on and off, as parts come in and we keep finding more stuff. It's like, you think changing defrost heaters on a evaporator for a freezer would be easy, except these that go through the coil not on the outside of it. They're about 20 some odd feet in the air. And the scissor lift doesn't like being in a 6-degree box for more than like 2-3 hours. Holy spaces, Batman. One of these days I will post a video showing you how to convert a York compressor into an air compressor that is running under the hood of your... Oh, that'd be cool. I've seen like a video on YouTube that where somebody turned like a little recip for a fridge into like a gas powered engine, which was actually kind of cool because the theory's the same, right? Is, you know, was it the only thing is you don't have the combustion part, you only have the suck and squeeze part. Yeah. But the theory is the same. You're compressing a gas to ignite, you know, or a vapor in gas in automotive sense. Like this wasn't my van. The guy who had this van left. That's just screws. Left like a week ago, and this was the spare that they had. So I got these not too long ago. This is kind of cool. It's C-line bits. The case just got smushed because I wasn't paying attention when I was closing it. Don't worry, dude. So, but these are actually kind of nice, man. Like they're made in the U.S. and it's just I screwed up the case, but yeah, really nice. I did kind of screw up one of these. This one, the 9/32, because I was drilling through a stainless. Let's see. I was drilling through a stainless box to go through the other side so I could put an anchor in there for a DIN rail, and I went a little too far, and it hit the concrete and kind of fucked up the end. So it is what it is. It's not a big deal. I could sharpen it if that's something people do, apparently. Fix this. A wave plate. I don't know what a wave plate is. Put that one there. Oh, where are my concrete bits? I have my Bosch concrete bits. Put those right next to it so I don't lose them. And of course, as soon as I take the first turn, all this stuff is just going to go flying and not going to be where I left it. So. What is this random freaking wire? What else we got in here? A bicycle pump? Okay. Random. Some stamps. First date stamp thing. Oh, plumber strap. Nice. Alright, so this could probably go down here. Okay. This has got to find a home. No piston. Oh. How much does a nitrogen tank cost? I think you have to put a deposit on them. I know around here, I think the deposit's like 120-ish, maybe $150. So, but once you turn it back in, you get that money back. It's just a deposit for a tank. And then if you need to swap it out, I actually just got a swap today. Where our receipt goes, put it back in. Okay, I don't know where that paper went. I had the receipt because I literally, there's a supply house right across the street from where I live, and literally just got a swap today. Let me pull up the picture because I took a picture of the receipt to turn it in. nitrogen swap is for us, that's our price. It's usually around $20-$30 for a nitrogen swap, thereabouts. So at least that's about the average. I know if you go to that's actually $20 is probably the cheapest I've seen. Even Airgas is like 30, I think. And some guys are like, oh, go to Airgas because it's cheaper. It's like, bro, I'm not going to 2 different places. So a lot of what I do is like yeah, we can go to like the welding supply houses and stuff, but I don't really like to because I don't really know them. And I like the guys I use at like our refrigeration supply houses, so I use those guys. Plus they take care of me. So this I need to bring to the shop. It is a thermal camera, which is actually kind of cool. I just keep forgetting to take it back. This is a company tool. Let's see if it works. It's an Omega. Let's see. Is the battery in it? No. It's actually kind of funny. This uses camera batteries that my camera uses. Let's see. No battery. Oh. Let's see. Trying to get it to turn on. Oh, there we go. This thing is like 6-8 grand, I think. Let's see. I use it for some job and I keep forgetting to take it back to the use nitrogen. I have some aluminum nitrogen bottles in my shed in my house, and I've contemplated just hooking up the regulator to keep it on my truck, so that way I don't have to have a compressor, but never really got around to it. But there's some debate about this. Looks pretty cool. Look. Let's look at my neighbor's house. Let's see, switch flip camera. Let's see if that'll work. No? Okay. What am I doing? There we go. This thing's pretty cool. It's just an infrared doohickey. Okay. Turn this off. Oh, battery is charged. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I haven't used it in a while. I haven't had a reason to use it. I actually forgot I had it in my other truck until I went to empty everything out and it was under the seat. And I'm like, oh, I might not want to leave that in there. Let's see. Actually, let's choose some ghosts. Yeah, right. Let's see if I can prop you guys up right there. There's too many flat spots in this truck, but I have to find a place to put all. So these are my socket sets, in case anybody's wondering what these are. So I did say I was going to put those away, and I did. iPad, that, pliers. So these are actually, so this is my 1/4 inch drive set, which is actually kind of cool. I mean to do a video on this, I just keep forgetting to. So it's actually like a combination of a couple different sets. So this is like, these are part of one set, this long and short ratchet that has little bits in it to go either use like bits or the 1/4 inch drive sockets. But it only came with the standard, or the shallows, metric and standard, but I had deeps metric and standard from another gear wrench set. So yeah, actually that's why I have that thermal camera. Is there was a so, you know, a lot of electrical companies will, that's a service they offer, is the they'll go to sites and they will like basically shoot the like terminal blocks, disconnects all that to make sure there's no hot spots, but they don't actually fix anything. I had to do that. I had to replace a terminal block. I had to clean out the connections. I put some dielectric grease on there, so but yeah, it's kind of dumb actually. I'm like, well, if you guys are gonna do that, why don't you just fix it? You're electricians, right? But that's yet another issue I have with electricians. So we're gonna put these. Take these off. I need to put my electrical back in here with all my electrical connections. I don't really have room for it. I might need to like build a shelf here for all this pack out stuff. Because like I have this tote, right? But I don't ever use it. Like I've literally used it a couple times for a couple jobs just to like take a bunch of stuff because I don't really have a roll cart. So this is all my sockets and stuff. Well, some of my sockets, at least all my chromes. Maybe I can just put them up here. Move all this stuff out of the way. And the one goes flying off. That's actually not a bad idea. I think that will fit great up there. Oh, look at that. They kind of fit. Okay, that didn't work. But anyway, this one is, what is this? Oh, that's all my evac stuff. So these are kind of cool. They're true blue hoses. This does not need to be in there because that is heat conductive compound. I don't know why that's in there. But it's kind of a mess because it keeps like getting turned on its side and stuff. But I like one of my vacuum, that's like my backup one. That's my main gauges that has a vacuum in it, or a vacuum gauge on it. But I use these. These are true blue hoses. They're great, man. They pull down systems so fast. Okay, this 3/4 inch wrench does not need to be in there either. I don't know why that's in there. I'm probably going to be using this tomorrow. So we can probably just leave that on top for now. I might just kind of keep it like this because it just kind of works like where it is. So, but there's a bunch of stuff in here that I need to take out and find homes for somewhere. Maybe back there. So, let's see. Let's take this out. Sorry if it flips back and forth. I think I have it set. Hold on. There we go. Lock that. Keep moving the camera around. Let's put this tubing bender next to the other tubing bender set so that way they're near each other. Here's just a bunch of random hardware box. Like all my, just a bunch of strut nuts and bolts and washers and bolts and nuts and things for when I'm doing things with Unistrut. Get out of the way. So this is, in case anyone wonders how, at least this is how I always pack a lot of my tools, is in bags. So these are actually my wrenches. They used to be on a magnetic rail in my truck on one of the doors, but since I'm not in the truck, I just threw them in here just so they don't get lost everywhere. But I need to find a new home for them. Might need to get another pack out. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Put a rack right there, but I have this spot, so I might be able to, like, because I have this just kind of empty space, so maybe move this over here because I have a bunch of like just refrigerant bottles down in there. So because this is just, I don't know, this is like Coroplast or something. It's just like plastic. The only thing, like my last van I had on my last company was kind of cool because like the divider was all solid plastic, which couldn't really hang stuff off of it, but you couldn't really hear anything in the back. So I don't know what to do with that yet. But these is how I sort. So like I just have a bunch of these bags, Milwaukee and Klein. So like I have, you know, 1/2-inch saddle impact sockets, impact sockets. These are like the original set I had. These are Westward ones. Some torque bits. My impact. One of my impacts. Not that I ever use metric really, but I got metric impact sockets. My Torx T-handles, these are Icon. They work, they get the job done. Some channel lock ones that I've had forever. I don't even remember buying these. I might have stole these from somebody. Yeah, I know, an Icon flex head ratchet. I only have this because this was before I knew any better, and I needed a flex head ratchet for a job we were doing. And Harbor Freight was the first ones I could find. My metric wrenches, which are all for freight that I've had for like 7 years, almost never used, and I think I'm missing a bunch of them. Let's see, what is these? Oh, these are metric T-handles, which are really nice. So, see, like the hard part about this is like, okay, where am I gonna put them? Because I need them. Let's see if they work there. I wonder if I could just make like a, just get a. I have some. Oh no, sheet metal's in my other truck. Sockets. SAE impact sockets. Shallow impact sockets. This shouldn't really go anywhere. I got some SAE T-handles. So like 90% of my stuff is just in bags. These are like assorted wrenches. Actually, this 3/4 needs to go in there. Hold on. I'm sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. Really appreciate people actually watching this. It's kind of cool, man. These are like Husky. There's some like Craftsman ones. These are like the first wrenches I. Oh, that's a Husky one. Grab that one. Like the only 9/16 I've never lost is this one, because it was like one of the first socket wrench sets I ever got. For some reason, I never use it, so I never lose it. That there. And that kind of works. We'll find a better spot for you. Yeah, no, I know it works. It's just I'm a little bougie when it comes to my tools sometimes. Fan hub puller. Let's see here. What the fuck does he have up here? A bunch of random crap. This is like the shitty thing about like going to somebody's, you know, van. Shelf is upside down, lip up. Yeah, I don't think it'll fall out of there, but just out of room there already. So these could probably go. Use that actually quite a bit. So what is this? Oh, my socket extensions. I actually have these. I got these from the Mac guy the other day because I needed them, and then I got into my accident and actually, like, one of these things broke. So I got to talk to him to see if they have like extras or whatever. See, it broke. So I think when everything went flying forward in my truck, but I needed a set of wobblies for something at work. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll buy the set. And I used the one 9/16 one, and haven't used it since, because that's how Actually, we'll just keep that next. I don't have anywhere else to put it for right now. Just got a bunch of socket extensions in there, and that for right now. But like some cheap Harbor Freight wobblies and mixed with gear wrench ones. And so let's see. Actually, this could probably go up there too. Let's see. There we go. What else I got in here? Oh, yeah, something doesn't like. There it is. It's my electric or my insulated screwdrivers that I rarely use because I am a horrible person apparently. Because OSHA hates me or loves me or whatever. So we're gonna put those. Actually, I think it might be better to put those up here. All those bags. That's a more logical place, I guess. Get this crap out of the way. And they're all, it's funny because like, I know which bag is what. Like I know that that blue one is my insulated screwdrivers, and then here we'll put sockets. Let's put, I know that one is my 1/2 inch shallows, and I know this one's my 1/2 inch deeps because it has no tab on the zipper. I've had this bag, it's got to be like 5 years now. So, and we'll put metric impact sockets. I actually have a set of metric shallows, I just don't ever put them in my truck because I don't use them. And we'll put T-handles up here, which is kind of cool. There we go. All right. So what else we got in here? Batteries. Just kind of like grabbed stuff and just chucked it in here. So wobbly batteries. Let's see. Oh, lockout kit. It's kind of important. Lockout tag out. Oh, a Milwaukee tubing / PVC cutter that needs a home. We go right there. Put next to all the PVC fittings. Yeah, that works. Some hex. Not that you can read that because it's all blurry. Hex bits, 3/8 drives. These are long ones that I rarely use. Here's a ratchet, or my electric ratchet. So I have the old one that isn't very fast. I bought this to work on my truck, but I don't really have anywhere to store tools at home or in my garage. So I keep cheaping out on buying a toolbox. So, but yeah. So let's put, batteries need a home. Actually, batteries could probably go up there. Oh, I think all my other stuff's down back there. Huh. Okay, so these can actually go up here. This can go up there. No batteries. What do we got? Oh. Actually, I thought I lost this. This is a 12-foot refrigerant hose. Those are handy when you're working on ceiling units. I don't know what that is. Oh. Yeah, another thing of yep, that's usually what happens to most of like these kits I buy, is half of the bits are gone or get lost. Here's a spare meter, or my other meter I rarely use. So I use a smaller meter, but I use that one in case I need to take 2 different measurements at the time. A hammer, my little Molnir. Some Husky pry bars I bought for a job. This probably shouldn't be rolling around in there because this thing's like $400 or $500. It's a psychrometer. Well, you can hang out right there for now. Forgot about this thing. This is for ECM motors to test them. I've had this since I started. I've used it like twice. And it worked the 2 times I used it, but like usually ECMs, they either work or they don't. And this is kind of redundant. So I guess this can stay in there. This actually goes somewhere. These. Oh, these are keyways. Let's see. Here we go. Saw some motors. Oh, strap. Somebody wanted one. What's handy with the vehicle on a hoist? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the long hose. Yeah. Like, this is great when I work on, like, water source heat pump units. And, you know, I'm standing on, like, an 8-foot ladder. I could just have this down below. And usually with, like, the gauges kind of a little lower down on the ladder, it's perfect. So, waiting for my wife to get home. I wonder where she's taking her so long. Oh, it's only 2:46. She's just barely got off work, I think. Well, it's getting there. Yeah, I gotta go to the back. So I think I put all my other Milwaukee batteries back there. Put that there. Ugh. So I found out the other day, oh, that's what I put on, that I guess I'm technically not supposed to make videos while I'm working, and I'm not working right now, so I guess I can make a video. Oh, here's my hot work bag. Which kind of sucks. There's a battery that can go up there. Why that is in there, I do not know. There's an empty bag. Okay. Here's my main tool bag. Another battery. Had more batteries. Oh, that's not mine. Huh. Did I leave them in the truck? That's strange. Sorry if I'm talking to myself. That's what I do. Oh, they're all in here. Rotohammer. I can go over here. There's like none in there. Oh, there's a couple in here. I had more. Hold on. Oh, there's more 12 volts. Actually, this might be the bad one. Yeah, it says bad on it. I don't know what happened to it. I think it's these things. I heard these things kind of get pushed in. And, but like, I don't know. Let's see. Grease guns. It's a grease bucket. They basically live in that bucket because all they do is leak grease everywhere. That needs to go in my garage. Hold on. I'm in like a weird position. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much like they don't want us to say who we work with. I just do it just out of like, just to like cover my ass. But until somebody specifically tells me not to, I might just do it on and off. But kind of the hard part is just like oh yeah, you want your channel to grow. Here's some more batteries. And then you're like, then it's like you get wrapped up working, and then it's like, oh, I should make a video on this. Oh, you know, then you just kind of forget. You get so wrapped up in what you're doing that you forget to make content. At least that's what happens to me. Like, it's just, it does kind of take away from what you're doing sometimes. And I was trying to do more like my little drive home tech talk things, but the problem is I got into an accident, and I don't think making videos while I'm driving home is probably the smartest of ideas in the company van. So, but I kind of like the couple that I did because they're a little therapeutic, you know? So that'll work for right now. I think the neighbors are moving or something. Oh, forgot about my metric wrenches. That's trash. Yeah, I know you guys are here. It's just, oh, there's another insulated screwdriver. Could probably go in my bag. I had this is like a 3-pack set I bought for a job to like separate some stuff, and the big one's still in my truck, or my garage. I need to get some pipe and maybe just put them there, put them on the side right there, but for now they can live in there. What's this? Oh, insulation tape. Nice. Yeah, that's what I do too. That's why I have the tape. So actually, you can put that in there. I'll hang this right here. That'll work for now. This NACs could probably go with all that other chemically stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like there's a guy on YouTube. He did HVAC stuff. I don't know if he just got over it, if he was told not to do it anymore or what. But he was I don't know if this matters, but like we're part of a union, so I don't know if that had something to do with it or just got over it. But I think this thing was called like AK HVAC. He was out of like, I want to say Kentucky or something. But yeah, he kind of just stopped posting. He had like really good videos too. I'll put my rope right here. Right here. There's that. Oil pump. Probably go down there because my section not even mine. It's my foreman, so I just keep forgetting to get it back to him. This is a bunch of screw extractors. I don't know yet. Pete's plugs, gauges. So we will put these. Let's see. Oh no, I want to put that back. What else we got in here? Oh, that's the company one. I have the Gen 3 one. That's just the brushless. This is mine though. Used this like once or twice, and it didn't cut what I needed it to cut. I really need to like Yeah, I almost feel like I just need to. When was the last? Did you buy those at Harbor Freight? Oh, friggin' guy. The guy whose van this was, he's a nice guy. Just a little, I don't know. I don't want to say dumb, because he's not dumb. He finished the apprenticeship, right? So, misguided? I don't know if that's the word. Definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. Got some insulation here. I could probably go up here somewhere. Probably other tapes. Well, there's a bunch of other tapes back there too, but it's just like what is this, dude? Like, it's like used wire that you took out of a unit. That's what it looks like anyway. Actually, this might be new. No, it's tape. I don't know. This is just. Oh, I have a box that I can put all that stuff in. It's just in my garage. Yes. I might need to just get another pack out like this for fuses. Let's see. I have another pack out that's like full of wire nuts and stuff in my garage that I need to take out. Oh, my manometer. Oh, that had a battery in it. This needs to go somewhere too. I can put you right there. And there goes all those wire nuts. Different color. Oh, dude. I only have different colors just to like mark stuff. But if I'm actually using electrical tape to like you know, for like wire nuts or whatever. Hey babe. I'm live streaming. My wife just got home. But I usually only use black because I got yelled at by an electrician when I was an apprentice for using like orange electrical tape because that's all I had in my bag. I did this whole, wired up this whole motor for an air compressor, and hey Cajun, or I'm sorry, hey Boo, how's it going, man? This needs to go somewhere. But yeah, so like I had to disassemble this entire air compressor that had two motors, and because they were moving it up into a pet house, into a room, a mechanical room, but they had to go upstairs, so we had to make it as light as possible. So get it all up there, or the company gets it all up there, I hook it all up, wire it all up, and the electrician comes to just verify everything. And he saw that I did everything in orange because that's just what I happen to have for whatever reason. And I remember him just ripping all of my electrical tape off and rewrapping it in black. So ever since then, he's like, you don't ever use anything other than black. So put that there so I don't lose them. Well, see you, Doc. Thanks for joining me. I'm actually might wrap this up here soon. I just gotta clean up the mess I just made. So let's see. This can go in here. Yeah. You want to see? I made a short about this. This stuff is worse. Like, you think anti-seize is bad? You get a little bit everywhere. Dude, this stuff it looks like anti-seize, but it's worse. It literally, like, it just does not come off. I have a set of, like, what are they called? Like seal removal tools that I can't get it off the handle, because I used it to kind of, it's the only thing I had that was long enough to reach into this into this water well thing, and my hands were covered in it. Oh my god, it's the worst. So this is a random bolt in there, so this can go in my hauler bag, which is over there. I'm actually gonna wrap this up. Okay, so this is close. It's not going nowhere. We got some stuff accomplished, which is good. Let's go. This here. And I might move those back, but right now they're keeping all those in place, which is good. So let's put my evacuation stuff back. I should keep that in place. This over. Oh, that reminds me, I have to do my refrigerant inventory. Great. Forgot another thing I gotta do. This needs to go in my bag. Oh, fun. It's just like never ends, man. Okay. Those need to go back inside. Another pipe wrench. A random glove. Some channel locks. Actually, there. That can go right there. This can go right here. There we go. That'll work for right now. Until, like I said, the first bump I hit, and all this will just go flying off, because that's how it works sometimes. Okay. Alrighty. Let's, this needs to go in my bag before I lose it. This is my main tool bag. Keep flopping between this one and this one. Some used wire, or new wire, that's just spare. And I can't really decide which one I like more. They're both Vitos. See you, Boo. Have a nice one, man. Sun hat. Can't really decide which one I like more, to be honest, because they're both really nice. I just can hold more in that. In here it looks like just everything's like stuffed to the gills, and in here it's a little more spread out because it's in two pockets. But vice grips, because the vice grips actually belong in here. So I gotta do a video on this, because on both of these, because I like this one because I can put my iPad back here. And oh, my neighbors got home. So I haven't really decided yet. It's like I got these like stages of what I like for bags. So okay. Let's see here. This, oh, that's a spare mirror. Okay. Bit of a mess still. Bit of a mess. But a little more organized of a mess, I guess. Which is cool. It's just getting there. Oh, dude, I love these. Like, I actually had an electrician kind of give me shit. He's like, what are you, a lineman? For using this? I just like it. I like it because like when I'm done with it, I just squish it down. It's great in the other truck because I just squish it out, shoved it in one of the boxes, and it's fine. What is in here? Oh look, more thermal compound. Oh, another battery. Go with all the other batteries. Up there. What else I got in here? Oh. That should probably go in my top lockout tag out kit. This needs to go in here. Use a rescue belt that I stole from somewhere. Oh, most of this is just trash. Okay. This is a hose that actually needs to go back to the shop because that's not my hose. Here's a box that needs to get thrown away. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. I know what, you know what I should do with these, what my foreman has, is he's got like, I don't know if it's 1.5 or 2-inch pipe, like ABS or whatever, that he just has holders for all his grease guns, which would be a good place to put them, would be like right here. But for now, this needs a home too. I can go right there. Vacuum pump oil. That needs to go in my garage. Still got a bit more organizing to do, but I guess, you know, this needs to go here. This is not going there. That is a sheet metal tool. So, what is that? Alright, that's all just like torch and solder and all that stuff. There's a random gauge in there. That's from the Max kit. Okay. Toshiba communication adapter. What the hell's that for? This goes with this. Alright. Cool. So let's put liner back in there. And then this can go in here. That's gonna go in my garage. And I made a little bit of a mess, but it's a little better than when I started. I'll get there. Like I said, I think I need to move this contraption over there. And then I think I can put all those jugs either right here, either off to this side, or just put them up here. Or, like Doc said, get a, what's it called? The pack out shelf, and put like a shelf right there for some pack out stuff, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Just we'd probably have to get some like unistrut and just put it across, which I could probably find some like spare unistrut. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go home and go say hi to my wife before she gets mad at me. Take care. I'm out.